Nyesom Wike's shadow now looms large over the FCT, with mounting allegations that the Abuja results were engineered to favor the APC. While the people marched for change, a master puppeteer was pulling the strings behind the scenes. From tactical maneuvers and last-minute polling unit changes to heavy-handed grassroots pressure, the evidence of a rigged outcome has the nation's capital on edge. The cry of Wike Must Go isn't just a slogan, it's a demand for justice in a city that voted for a different future. As Abuja faces this identity crisis, Peter Obi is preparing his counter-move. Is this the end of the road for the Obidient movement, or the beginning of the most dangerous game in Nigerian politics? Let's dive in. But wait, if the establishment thinks the game is over, they haven't met the Obidient movement. Peter Obi isn't just watching from the sidelines, he is preparing a counter-move that has the master puppeteers on edge. The roadmap to 2027 is being drawn right now. Obi's plan is simple but revolutionary. Resist, record, reclaim. He is mobilizing a digital and physical army of observers. No more relying on a compromised INEC to tell the story. The movement is shifting from just voting to protecting the mandate. They are building a grassroots network designed to bypass the traditional choke points of rigging. The message from the Obi camp is clear. 2023 was the lesson. 2027 will be the reckoning. They are training the youth to use technology as a weapon against malpractice, filming every result, tracking every ballot box, and refusing to be intimidated by the no-movement threats of the past. The cry of Wike Must Go has evolved. It is no longer just a slogan. It is the heartbeat of a movement that refuses to let the capital or the country be stolen again. Nyesom Wike's shadow now looms large over the FCT, and the stench of electoral engineering is filling the air. For the people of Abuja, the 2023 and subsequent local polls weren't just an exercise in democracy, they were a masterclass in disenfranchisement. How did it happen? Reports suggest a calculated logistical nightmare. Thousands of voters arrived at their usual polling units only to find their names had vanished, moved without notice to units miles away, effectively stripping them of their right to vote before they even stood in line. And then there was the no-movement declaration. In a city that was ready to speak its truth, the FCT minister enforced a lockdown so rigid it felt less like security and more like suppression. While the streets were cleared under the guise of order, the real work was happening in the dark. Tactics like last-minute unit changes and heavy-handed grassroots pressure weren't accidents. They were the gears of a machine designed to favor the APC, regardless of the people's cry. But a puppeteer needs more than just strings. He needs a guard. The most chilling part of this identity crisis is the systemic siding of security agents with the hijackers of our democracy. In Abuja and across the nation, we've seen a pattern. Police and military personnel, once the symbols of national safety, are increasingly accused of standing as silent partners to malpractice. Instead of arresting ballot snatchers, they are seen securing the perimeter while the